What's going on, guys? It's Char here, and today we are back with another weekly challenge. We're doing it pretty late. This is the night before the new one's supposed to come out, but you know what? Things happen, and it is what it is. This week, we're taking on Breaking and Taken Ultimate Edition, which tasks us with fighting Rhino with attachments such as the Infinity Gauntlet and Mr. Sinister's attachment set, which is Telepathy, Super Strength, and Flight. So it's definitely a bit of a difficult challenge we are taking on today, because he gets effects like he gets Retaliate, he gets a ton of extra stats, he gets Steady, so it's definitely not going to be easy. The hero we're choosing to take him on with is a debut for the channel and the unintentional channel namesake. We're using Gambit to go ahead and fight Rhino today. The whole idea behind it is that we're going to use, a powerful X-Men leadership build, and a signature ally Rogue is absolutely crazy. She basically is free every time you play her. She comes with a tough that will block the nastiest part of this challenge, which is Rhino's overkill. And sometimes he gets it on charge too, but no, he has perma overkill with those attachments he has. So we're gonna get down to the table and see how this goes. Okay, so we're down at the table with Rhino, the Breaking and Taken Ultimate Edition. As we know, the challenge this week tasks us with facing Rhino. We're doing Expert this week. His one revealed is search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Breaking and Taken side scheme. Comes in with 2 threat plus 1 per player, so 3 as an extra encounter card. We know that he has to start the game with the Infinity Gauntlet, which is a permanent setup. It flips over the Infinity Stones. Every time he activates, or if there's one already flipped, he will activate the effect of it. So we're going to shuffle that up just so we get a random one here. And then we're going to go ahead and look at these. These are the ones he starts with Telepathy, Super Strength, and Flight. Flight goes ahead and gives him the aerial trait, and he gains Overkill and +1 attack. This one, Super Strength, he goes ahead and attaches to the villain permanent. He gets +1 attack, Brute, and Steady, so he needs 2 status cards in order to be stunned or confused. And Telepathy, he gains a Psionic trait, Retaliate 1, and +1 Scheme. I'm going to go ahead and put this little dice on Rhino because it can be kind of difficult for me to remember Retaliate. Since I've been editing my videos and watching them back, it takes me a while to go ahead and edit. Takes me a minute to remember the Retaliates are on bosses, and what I mean by that is I usually always forget. So hopefully having that on there will make it to where we do not forget. He starts off with 15 health. So now we're going to go ahead and shuffle up his deck. He has all the modular sets. He has Super Strength, he's got Flight, he's got Telepathy, he's got the Expert set, and then I forgot the ones that he starts with normally: Hydra, Assault or something, Patrol, and then the normal Rhino set. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle up. And even though we're called the Charred Gambit, this is the first Gambit game on the channel. I really liked him because I like that he's able to thwart in his alter ego just based off his ability. I like that his thwarting card also gives a confuse, so we can hopefully maybe confuse and give ourselves some leeway. But the main thing with that is that we're thinking that we want to try and stay down the first turn and let him do a lot of scheme. Obviously, if he hits another scheme activation, we instantly lose. But I think if we get a good turn of setup when we're face down, that it will help us really roll into a strong mid and late game. We're doing leadership today because we have Rogue and Colossus, and we really want to keep recurring them with Make the Call, because they come in with a tough, which will ignore the overkill from, I think it's Flight that gives it. So we're going to just shuffle up, hopefully get some good cards here to start off strong, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and draw up to our opponent hand size of 6, 2, 3. Thieves Guild is pretty good here. 4, 5, 6. Oh wow, there's some good cards in this hand. I don't think there's any way we can ever play the Mansion. I do like Thieves Guild. I like the Creole Charmer. I think we're going to try not having to spend the Creole Charmer, so then it would be, our best play would be like this one. Maybe we keep the Avengers Mansion in hand, just so we have some leeway. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just keep the Avengers Mansion. We'll just keep the hand. So what we're gonna do here is, I think we're gonna go ahead and pitch the Avengers Mansion so we can play the Thieves Guild. After I resolve my Thieves Extraordinaire, I can go ahead and remove one threat from a scheme, and if it removes the last threat, I can draw a card. So I think we want to just go ahead and resolve the Thieves Extraordinaire. We're going to look at the top two. We're hoping for a 2 boost here. Oh my goodness, that's so good. So we know he's going to be scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. So he's going to be 1 away from popping it. And it's going to go, yeah, it's going to go up to 6. I think what we want to do is, I guess we'll just discard Sandman, and then we'll put this one back on the top. That's going to remove 2 threat from breaking and taken, and then we can go ahead and resolve. We can exhaust the Thieves Guild, remove 1 threat from a scheme, and then which will go ahead and clear breaking and taken. And since it removed the last threat, I can draw a card, which is really good here. Molecular acceleration, I do like. Okay, let me see what I can do here. I think we need to get the Utopia down, and Creole Charmer might be really good. Especially if I Thieves Extraordinaire again, maybe I can draw a card. I think for 2, we have to go ahead and play the Utopia here. It's going to come in ready. Then, no, I think what we have to do is we have to put the Call for Backup down so that we can thwart it out with the Creole Charmer next turn. Oh, yes. That's exactly what we have to do. I don't know if I'm going to draw into another one, so I think we have to spend the Molecular, or do I risk it? No, we have to spend the Molecular here, because I don't know if I'll draw back into it. I'll put in Call for Backup. It's going to come in with 3 threat per player, and then when it's cleared off, I can search my deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. And that's going to be the turn. And go ahead and ready up and draw up to our printed hand size of 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like I should have risked it. The Creole Charmer was the last card, but how would I have known that? Okay, so Rhino's going to go ahead and scheme for the base of 3, and we know this is going to be 1, 2 for 5. Also, we know this should have started with 1, so this should be at 6, as long as we don't get an extra scheme activation here. Alter Ego, this card surges. When revealed, discard a tough status card from each friendly player. Character, the players as a group take 2 indirect damage, 4 if the villain has the Brute trait. So we're going to go ahead and take 4 here, bringing us down to 5 health. And now that is back to us. Also, he's going to flip this Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, so we know we're going to get a minion in play with us next turn. What can we do here? I think we're going to go ahead and use our Thieves Extraordinaire ability. So we're going to look at the top 2 here. Both of these are 0, which is really tough. But we do know that he's only for a max of, he's swinging for a max of 6 next turn. We're going to go ahead and just discard this one. This one will go back on top. And then we're going to do, after you resolve, I'm going to exhaust, remove 1 threat from a scheme. We're just going to bring this down to 5. I think we will just do these 2. Play the Creole Charmer. We're going to remove 3 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat, we're going to confuse the villain. We'll put this in the victory display. Since he is steady, he's not actually confused. He's half confused. And now we can search our deck and discard pile for an ally. Put them into play. Ooh, I didn't even think about Professor X here. Is that the play? I don't think so. Beast comes into play. I think this is what I have to do. So we're gonna get Beast here. After he enters play, we're gonna add a resource card and add it from our discard pile and add it to our hand. Because I think we need the Uncanny X-Men in play. So I think we're gonna add the Molecular Acceleration from here back to our hand. we cannot ready an X-Men character because we don't have the X-Men trait. We're gonna flip up here. Now we're gonna go ahead and play. You spend these 3 to play the Uncanny X-Men. Each of my X-Men allies has +1 hit points, and they cost 1 fewer to play. We do have the natural agility in hand. We're gonna use our hero ability here. Oh wait, we get 1 charge counter from that. We get 1 charge counter from the molecular acceleration, and we're gonna use 1 for our action. And then the natural agility here. So actually, I don't even think we need Beast to defend for us because we do know that the next boost card is a 0 because we saw it without the use extraordinaire. So I think we'll just keep the natural agility, and then we'll just have Beast go ahead, and I think we'll have him thwart the main here, bringing it to 3, and that is back to us. So we're gonna ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, build support, natural agility. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do. So it's gonna go to Rhino. He's gonna go to 4 here. He's gonna attack us with a base of 6. And we know that his boost card is going to be a 0, so we're gonna defend here. We're gonna spend our natural agility. When I defend against attack, I can place a charge counter. I get +1 defense for every counter. So I take 0, but now the Space Stone is going to resolve, and he's going to discard until minions put into play. So this one is put into play or reveal. Let me make sure. Nope, so it doesn't reveal, it just comes into play. So the Hydra Bomber comes in here. He's going to deal 1 damage to us, bringing us down to 4. Now we're going to get an encounter card. Hydra Mercenary, and he comes in with guard, and now it is back to us. Okay. So I think we still need to stay up here. So I think the play is all of our allies cost, they're so cheap right now. I think we need to get Colossus back to our hand, is what it looks like. Yeah, so he is a 4 cost, but he's going to be reduced by 1. Because we have the X-Men trade, he's also going to be reduced by 1 by the Uncanny X-Men. So we need to go ahead and get Colossus here, and we can do that by playing Pixie. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spend this build support, go ahead and put Pixie into play. After Pixie enters play from your hand, you can add an X-Men ally from my discard pile to my hand. So we're going to go ahead and add Colossus here. Okay. Then we're going to trigger Utopia to go ahead and ready Gambit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have Gambit. We're going to get a charge counter. We're going to use our action, and we're going to have Gambit swing for 2 at the Hydra Bomber here, knocking him out. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have Beast thwart for 2 off of the main scheme. He's going to take a consequential damage. Going to go ahead and spend this molecular acceleration. We're going to get a charge counter, bringing us to 5. We're going to go ahead and play Colossus. Colossus is going to come in with a tough status card, which will buy us a turn. I think we're also going to have Pixie thwart for 1 here. I think we'll keep the Angel in hand because he also costs 1 resource. So we'll have Pixie thwart for 1 here. So he's going to take a consequential damage. And that's going to be our turn. We're going to ready up. Okay, we're going to draw up to printed hand size. 2, 3, 4. Rogue is such a... it's a godsend here. So we're going to see what we can do. Okay, so he's going to increase his main scheme by 1. He's going to attack us with a base of 6. We're going to block with Colossus. So 6, 7. It's going to go all into his tough status. Then he's going to flip the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So this one confuses us. The Hydra Mercenary is going to attack us for 1. We're going to go to 3 health. And then we're going to get an encounter card. Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage is healed, he surges. Place 4 threat on a side scheme. If there's no side schemes, mill until a side scheme is revealed. I don't know if he has side schemes left. That's a lot of... both advances gone. Kind of lets us flip pretty safely here. Oh, right here, Bomb Scare. Comes in with 3, and it's an acceleration icon. And okay, that's back to us. All right, so what can we do here? We definitely need to play Rogue. A Confuse would be nice here. I just don't think it's very necessary. I don't know if I want to activate with Beast this turn because we still haven't got the Uncanny X-Men to put on Gambit. So if I flip down, he will no longer be with us. But I think that's fine. I think we have to do that. So I think Beast here. No, I don't think I don't know if Beast has to activate. The Helicarrier is really nice to get here. We're going to go ahead and use Gambit's ability to go ahead and place charge counter on him. I feel like I want to play charged card here, which I think is kind of insane. And then I can still play Rogue for 0. Because if I overkill this one, yeah, I think I'll do it. I'm going to go ahead and spend these 2 resources here. Go ahead and play charged card. We're going to deal 4 damage to an enemy. And if for this attack, if Gambit removed at least how many counters, he gets extra abilities. So we're going to go ahead and remove 3. We're going to go down to 3 counters here. And it says I get +1 attack for each counter removed. So for one counter, it's ranged. Another counter, it's piercing. And another one, it's overkill. So we're going to do 3 onto the Hydra Mercenary here. And that is going to do 4 overkill to Rhino, bringing him from 15 to 11, which is our first damage of the game. Let me think here. We're going to want Gambit to thwart for 1 off of Bomb Scare here. And then we're going to have Beast thwart for 2. And that's going to go ahead and completely remove Bomb Scare. Beast is going to take a consequential damage. Then what we're going to do is we have 3 charge counters on us. Rogue says we can reduce the cost of player by 1 for each charge counter on my identity. So she is going to cost 0 right now. She costs 3, but the Uncanny X-Men means that she's reduced by 1, so she's going to come in with a tough here. We're going to go ahead and use our Utopia. Oh wait, we can go ahead and ready Beast here, I think. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than what I was going to do. And so we'll just have him use his last activation here to go ahead and thwart off the main completely. And he's going to go in our discard pile. And then what we want to do is I think we'll just have Pixie go ahead and swing 2 at Rhino right now. She's going to take 2 consequential and retaliate, but just so we can get some damage, we're going to bring him down to 9. And I think we flip down, or do we stay up is the question. No, I think we can stay up. We have Rogue is going to give us that tough, and that's a free block, and Colossus has 3 health. I think we're good. We'll stay up here. So I do want to flip down eventually when I can make sure I can confuse him, but we're going to have to see. So we have Angel in our hand, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, Gambit defends and it gets attack. Okay. Rapid response is really good here. Alright. Alright. So the main scheme is going to go up by 1. Rhino's going to attack us. We're going to block with Rogue. It's a base of 6, 7. Just going to go straight into our tough. Then the Mind Stone's going to activate. I am confused. So we're going to go ahead and get a confused status on our identity. And then he's going to flip this. If Bomb Scare is in play, deal X damage among heroes. Or X is the number of threat. If it's not in play, it surges. Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this, the character is stunned. Okay, we have to hope that we can live this. I actually don't think we can. I think this is the end of the road for us. I guess we should have flipped down. We're going to go ahead and block with Colossus here. Oh, wait, he has 4. Oh my gosh, I think we barely lived this. So Colossus actually has 4 HP because of the Uncanny X-Men. So 4, and then he's going to attack us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 goes into him and 2 goes to us. We live with 1 health, which is insane. He's going to flip the top card, which is a time stone. And yeah, we might be cooked now that I'm looking at that. But we're going to work with what we've got. Okay, it is back to us. Okay, so we know Rogue is exhausted here. Yeah, there's not much we can do because of this time stone here, and we don't have any confuses. That's really unfortunate. We're gonna go ahead and use our ability to add another counter. Rogue does have 4 health. It's just I can't heal here. Do I have any more natural agilities? I think that's the only chance we have. Yeah, we have to just stay up and hope we draw it. This is not exhausted anymore. Okay. Right, we don't have a lot of options here. I think what we have to do is maybe just do some damage here. So I think we need to do charged card, and for 7, I mean maybe like pushing is the angle, and then maybe rapid response, or this angel's been sitting in our hand forever. I think we'll have to save the rapid response. No, we can't. We just have to play our hand out. We really don't have options here. Okay. I think... Do we play Angel though? Does he really matter? We're going to go ahead and thwart for 1 to break our confuse. Okay, that's going to be first and foremost. Then we're going to... Yeah, there's just no way we can have Rogue, you know, die here basically. We're going to just go ahead and, for 1 resource, spend the combat armor to play Angel. Actually, does he even cost? Yeah, he costs 1. Because he's reduced by his ability and he's reduced by Uncanny X. And we're going to go ahead and exhaust Utopia. Go ahead and ready Gambit. We're going to have Gambit thwart for 1 off of the main. We're going to do the charge card here. We're going to remove 3 counters, bringing us down to 1. We have range, piercing, and overkill, so we're going to go ahead and deal 7 damage to Rhino, bringing him from 9 to 2. And we have the rapid response, but we don't live this unless we draw into a net. Oh, wait. I actually can't play charge card. So, because I need the counters. So let me go back. Instead of doing that, we will do, instead of having the rapid response, we'll have the rapid response on the field instead. And then this charge card we'll just discard it for the end of the turn. So he's back at 9. We do have the rapid response. Okay, then I think I'll also leave this at 1, and instead of readying Gambit to thwart for 1, I'll still thwart to get rid of my confuse. This should be back at 4. I'll ready Rogue and have her swing into Rhino for 2. Yeah, this is going to be better, because then I can trigger the rapid response myself. She's going to take a consequential, and she's going to take a retaliate. Okay, it all just comes down if we find the natural agility or not. And we did not find it. So that is the end of the road for us here. But you know what? Let's just play it out. Man, that's really unfortunate. I wonder where it was. This is going to go up to 2. Rhino's going to attack us for 6. We're going to block with Angel. He has 4 health. 4 goes into Angel, and then the rest of the 2 goes into us, and we are knocked out. Okay. And then let's see. Would we have survived this? So we discard the top 4 cards of my deck. Place 1 threat on a scheme for each different type of card. Oh my goodness, it was the completely next card. That is crazy. This would have gone up to 5. And then what would have the encounter card have been? And then he would have attacked me anyway. So I don't think it mattered very much. Man, these attack activations are nasty. I think we have enough time to try it again. I mean, we have have a general understanding of how this is going to go, so we're going to try it one more time. Man, it's just tough. Some of these, the way that some of the encounter cards come out, I mean, I felt like we got a break early on, but later on, I don't know. It was tough. But yeah, let's just shuffle up and we'll try it again. I do need the break it and take inside scheme though. It's bomb scare. That's the thing, I just couldn't. I think that Infinity Stone coming up when it did was so bad for us. It was so very bad for us. There was just nothing we could have done. Because I was just going to flip down that turn. I would have like thwarted or swung, healed. But that did not give us the ability to. Also, the Thieves Guild for 0 was pretty bad. I mean, especially if we could have ended up drawing a card or something of that nature, would have been pretty good. Getting Beast off of Call for backup, I'm not sure if it was the correct play. Maybe the X for the Confuse was better, but Beast really let us get some stuff going. Get the Uncanny X-Men on the board. And things such as that. Okay, we're shuffling up here. I feel like I'm kind of missing endurance in this deck. I usually put it in most of the decks that I play, but it's not in this one. Maybe that 3 extra health, if it comes up there, lets me live another turn. I can block with the Rogue. She can come back with the Rapid Response. Oh wait, but Rapid Response has like anti-synergy because it deals 1 damage. She still would have had 4 extra hit points. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of that matters, but you know what? We're gonna try this again. Okay, let's see. So these are the 6 that we started with. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't mind just playing these out. Might be crazy though. You probably want like some sort of setup. If we go like Mansion, no, there's nothing that. I think we just discard these 3. Maybe keep the Mansion, see if we can find a great double. Go ahead, 1, 2, 3. Honorary X-Men. Okay. Well, I think we're going to try and stay down anyways this turn. It's just a matter of what our Thief Extraordinaire does. Okay, we're at 9 health. Okay, let's go ahead and resolve Thief Extraordinaire. Let's see what we can find. Okay, we have 1 for 2. We'll get rid of the Shocker here. We'll bring this down to 1. And that's going to go back on the top. And we know it's a boost of 1. Spend these 4. Get the Mansion down. We'll exhaust the Mansion. See if we find a double here. We get Build Support. And we'll go ahead and just put it into play. It's going to come in with 3. And we're going to pass the turn to Rhino. It's going to ready up. Going to have 6 cards in hand. Professor X, Natural Agility. These cards aren't great, but they're not the worst. Okay. He's going to go up by 1 on the main. He's going to scheme for base of 3, 4. He's going to go up to 5. He's going to flip an Infinity Stone. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control, and then we're just going to get 2 encounter cards. First one for Exhaust Surge. Give Rhino a tough. And then 1 more. Advance. Okay, then we lost. Huh, that was insanely fast. Okay, 1 more. I don't know if this is going to be it, but we're going to try it once more. It's Yeah, I mean that was contingent with this deck. It was like if he hits advance turn 1, there's basically nothing we can do. The exhaustion did not help us out. And we had to risk it for some tempo. Shuffle it back up. I don't know, I feel like the deck concept kind of makes sense. It's just you really do have to get lucky. Some of these encounter cards are just kind of nasty. I was 1 card away off the natural agility, which is so unlucky. I would have preferred if it was like at the bottom card of the deck. But it is what it is. Shuffle up the Infinity Stones. Okay. One more time. Let's see what we can do. Draw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't hate these cards. If you go Forge, find the X-Jet. I don't think we can play Forge. I think we have to go Helicarrier. I mean, I think maybe we just trash this, see what we draw into. Creole Charmer's kind of crazy here. Okay, that does change it a little bit. Okay, what can we do? We're gonna try the Thieves Extraordinaire again. Let's see if we get a 3 boost here. There is a 2 boost, which isn't nothing. So we can go ahead and put this back on the top. We know a 0 boost is coming up, so bring it down to 1. Then what we're gonna do is, I think maybe, I guess we do play the Forge. X-Men or X4 support, because Forge can have thwart this out if we're still let's go ahead and play the Forge. It's gonna search our deck and discard pile for an X-Men or X4 support. Do we get Utopia? Do we get, or do we get the X-Jet? I think Utopia is more important. Is there any way we can play all the things we want to play? The answer to that is no. I think maybe we just keep Colossus in our hand. We grab the X-Jet, or maybe we... Actually, I think this one's better. We'll grab this one, because it'll give us a card next turn when we flip up, which kind of sounds good to me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Forge go ahead and thwart for 1, clear off Breaking and Taken. He's gonna have one on him. Then I think we're gonna go ahead and spend these 2 resources. Or do we get the Helicarrier down? No, we'll spend these 2 for Moira. After a mutant alter ego flips into hero form, you can draw 1 card. And I think we're just going to keep these 2 in hand. So we're going to draw up 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Okay, none of these cards are helpful at all. I kind of regret throwing the Helicarrier now, but hopefully Moira can draw us into something good. Gonna go up by 1 here. He's gonna scheme for a base of 3, and we know that one's gonna be a 0, so just 4. He's gonna flip the Power Stone. It's gonna stun us, and then 1 encounter card. Discard each friendly tough status from a player, and then deal 4 damage if he has the brute trait. So it brings us down to 5. And okay, it's back to us. All right. So what can we do? Do I want to recover here, or do I want to use the Thieves Extraordinaire? I think I have to. I think I might have to recover here. No. I'll help me plan, but I'll use the Thieves Extraordinaire. Okay. So we know both of them are 2 boosts coming up, so we can plan around that. We'll put this one back on. We're gonna throw it for 2. Think maybe we'll have Forge, throw it for 1. Honestly, if we know he's throwing for 2, it's gonna go up to, but yeah, it pops. So we have to flip up here. We'll just flip up. We're gonna go ahead and exhaust Moira McTaggart to draw a card. Uncanny X-Men. Oh yeah, Forge is defeated. Okay. Uncanny X-Men might change things. I think it finds us Utopia. Do we have enough for everything we want though? Or maybe we keep the Uncanny in hand. I think we're just gonna do this one and this one for Uncanny X-Men. X-Men allies cost 1 fewer resource to play. We're gonna go ahead and do I don't think we have the ability to actually play Forge this turn, so we're gonna spend these 2 resources. Go ahead and play Colossus. Guess we'll keep the natural agility in hand. Colossus is going to come in with a tough status, and then we are going to ready up. So we're going to drop to 4. Utopia, rapid response, okay. Really aren't great, but what can we do? It's going to go up to 2. He's going to go ahead and attack us for a base of 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry, Colossus is going to block that every time. He's going to resolve the Power Stone. I'm stunned now. And now, oh, I meant to do my action as well when I flipped up. So I should be at 1. And now he's going to do this one. Discard 1 random card from my hand, 2 random cards if he has the aerial trait. So this can be really bad here, but let's see what it is. Let's do these 2. The Extra and Creole, a charge card. Okay, and that is Rhino's turn. So now it's back to us. I think we have to flip down again here. But we can get the Utopia out, it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and discard these 2 and get down the Utopia, which should be okay. Now, do I take the chance that I'm unable to thwart at all? We're going to put another charge counter up here to 2. Or do I try my ability? I think I'm going to try my ability. So we're going to use Thieves Extraordinaire here. Okay, so here we go. We've got a 3. We're going to get rid of the Under Fire. It's going to thwart for 3. Yeah, but this is going to go back on top. So he's going to thwart for a lot next turn. And there's just not a ton we can do about that. So let's go ahead and ready back up. Draw up to our hand size of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, I have 2 charge counters on me. We have Professor X. We have, I mean, this is some good stuff for sure. Okay. 6. Yep, that's all of them. All right, let's see what we can do. So he's going to go ahead and put the main up by 1. He's going to scheme for a base of 3, 4, 5. So it's going to go up to 6. And now he has to just hope he doesn't get an advance. Charge. So his attacks gain overkill. All right, back to us. So, and this is discarded an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Okay, so what we need to do here, do I use my Thieves Extraordinaire is the question. I don't think so. I think I should just heal. So I think I'm gonna, I think we need all the thwarting help we can get. Does my health super matter right now? I don't actually know. I think I'm gonna opt to just do the Thieves Extraordinaire again, just so I know what we're working with. Get rid of this one. We'll thwart for 2, bringing this down to 4, just so we have a bit of wiggle room. We know he has a boost of 1 coming up. Then what we can do is, I'm trying to see what would work best here. I think we need to make the call in hand just so we have Colossus ready for next turn. Or maybe we can just start laying on some damage and just have Colossus in the discard already. I think that might be better. We know Rogue is going to cost us 0 resources because we're going to have 3 counters. We know Professor X is going to cost us 2. After he defends against an attack, ready Gambit. How many make the calls do we have in our discard? We're also going to get an extra card to work with here. Let's see. We already have 1, so I don't think we can afford to trash this one. I think we have to save it just so we can get Colossus back. But I think we'll worry about that in a second here. We're going to flip back up. We're going to go ahead and use Moira's effect to draw a card. Okay, we drew into a genius. We're still stunned. We still have these 2. Okay. What can we do? I guess Colossus doesn't actually have to, be defeated this turn. I guess we can do it next turn. But we do want to play all the things that we can. So we're gonna use Gambit's ability to go ahead and add a charge counter here. We're gonna spend this double resource here so we can play Professor X. I think we're gonna do the one to confuse. Confuse the villain. But like we've said earlier, he's only half confused because he has steady. Now Professor X thwart for 3 off of the main scheme, bringing it down to 1. He's going to take a consequential damage here. Then what we're going to do is... Got all these cards in hand. Rogue is free. Maybe we just get our guild armor down, keep the natural agility. I mean, I feel like we know it's a 1 boost. Oh no, he has +3, so there's no way we can do anything with that. Oh wait, yeah, no, we definitely can't. We need someone with a tough. So we're gonna play Rogue for free here. We're gonna trigger a Utopia, and I guess we'll ready Gambit. We'll break our stun here. We'll just attack. We're gonna have Colossus go ahead and swing for 3 onto Rhino. First damage of the game, bringing him down to 12. He's gonna take 2 consequential plus a retaliate. Then we also need the tough for Rogue. Then what we're gonna do is we have to keep the make the call in hand, I think. Maybe we just, since we're not using natural agility, maybe we'll just spend this to, no, but it keeps us some leeway in case he swings on us. No, I think that's fine. We'll spend the natural agility just for the Gambit's armor. If I defend it against an attack and take no damage, I can exhaust the armor to ready. I think I'll keep these 2 in hand and I'll just draw up. So 1, 2, 3. Pixie. Okay, I think we'll have a really good turn here, but let's see. I'm gonna ready everything up. And all right, So Rhino's gonna go up by 2. He's gonna swing at us for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 base. We're gonna block with the rogue. 10 damage. It's all gonna go into her tough status card. A charge is going to be discarded. I think I already did. Yeah, I already discarded it. Then he's going to resolve the Reality Stone, which says discard an ally, upgrade, or support. I think we are going to remove Professor X here. He's going to be removed at the end of the round anyways. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get an encounter card. Hydra Bomber. So I can either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main. I think I'll just put 1 threat on the main. I think we're going to be summoning Professor X again here if I had to guess. And that is back to us. Okay. Let me look here. Pixie really gives us a lot of, she gives us a lot of leeway in the coming turns. I think we need a Professor X into maybe a Colossus here. I'm not sure. I think we just have to replay Colossus. We're going to go ahead and use Gambit's ability to put 4 on his counters. I think we want to flip down here. I think I'll have Gambit just swing 2 at the Bomber just to get him off the field. I think we're going to have Colossus go ahead and swing 3 at Rhino. He was at 12, bringing him down to 9. And he's going to get 2 consequential plus a retaliate, so he will be knocked out. Rogue is still, she is still, I was gonna say rested. She's still rested here. So what can we do? I like the idea of charged card, and I think I like we play make the call for Professor X, and then we flip down because he'll be fully confused. And then maybe we heal up. I think that's probably our play. Or we can have Rogue attack. Pixie will add Rogue back next turn. Oh, that might be even better. Yeah, because then we can get like 2 activations out of Rogue. I think that's definitely better. We can start pushing some damage here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and to make the call here. We're going to go ahead and play Professor X from our discard pile because we're spending a double resource, and since all of our allies are X-Men, the cost is the cost is reduced by 1. After he enters play, we're going to choose to confuse the villain. He is fully confused now because he has 2 confused statuses. We're going to go ahead and thwart for 3 off of the main scheme. We'll have Pixie in hand still. And then we're going to do charged. And then we're going to trigger Utopia. We're going to ready up Rogue here. We're going to spend the charged card by spending this double resource. We're going to remove 3 counters. It's going to do 7 damage, but since it's ranged, I don't take a retaliate. Also has piercing and overkill. So it's going to go ahead and bring him down to 2 health. And I think we flip him. Not really sure why we wouldn't. So yeah, and we can flip down to avoid the stun each hero. We're going to keep Pixie in hand because she is just really versatile. We're going to flip down here. Professor X is going to have a consequential damage. And then we're going to have Rogue since she was readied off the effect of Utopia. Oh, but she gets destroyed. I think we have to do it anyways. We're going to have Rogue go ahead and swing for 2 here. She's going to take... Oh, no. So she takes a consequential and she takes a retaliate. So she's still alive. Because Uncanny X-Men turns off when I flip down because I no longer have the X-Men trait. That's going to go ahead and knock Rhino out into his 3rd phase. So he comes in with Tough, and it says when revealed, stun each hero. But since it's an old card, and the wording says hero, and we are an alter ego, it does not actually affect us. But we do need to give him his Tough. And he comes in with 16 health. And all he does is get an extra attack. So I think if we can keep this train of good fortune going, we might have this. And then we're going to ready everyone up. Okay, let's draw up here. to 6. We'll keep the pixie in hand. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I really like this. The Power in All of Us, the Creole Charmer with... Wow, wow, wow. Okay. All right, let's do this. So, Rhino's going to go ahead and try and activate against us, but he can't because he's fully confused because he got 2 confused tokens on him. The main's going to go up by 1 to the out of order, and he's going to reveal a face down encounter card. Alter Ego, this card surges, attack to Rhino. So now he has an extra 5 health. When any damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 damage here, discard Rhino's suit. At the end of the phase, Professor X is discarded, and it's back to us. So I really like what's going on here, and let's see if we can keep it going. So we do have call for backup, build support. Okay, I think what it's gonna be is, I think we're just gonna play Beak for 1 here. We're gonna throw it for 2, taking it off of the break-in. We're gonna go out and Beak swing. Oh, I forgot about the advanced Rhino suit here. I think that's okay. And a Beak swing for 1. So I don't know what the thing is. It says when any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. I think the tough takes precedence here. So we're going to go ahead and take the tough off. And it's going to deal 2 damage back. Beak has 1 health. We're going to go ahead and swing for 2 with the Rogue. It's going to do 2 damage to his suit. Rogue is defeated. Then what we're going to do is play Pixie, I think, for 1 here. And we're going to go ahead and use a response to add an X-Men ally from our discard pile to our hand. We're going to add Rogue to our hand. And we're going to go ahead and Rogue costs 1 resource here. So I think we have to spend the Power in All of Us. Or no, we do the Power in All of Us to get Colossus, and then we do that also to get Rogue out, right? So we're going to spend 1 resource here because we have 2 counters. He's reduced by 1 for the Uncanny X-Men to play Rogue. So Rogue's going to come in here with a tough status. Then we're going to have make the call here to go ahead and play for the Power of All of Us. We're going to go ahead and play Colossus because it costs a double for a colorless card. So he's going to come in with a tough as well. I think we're going to have Colossus go ahead and swing for 3 onto Rhino. It's going to break his tough. I'm not exactly sure though how consequential, the order of consequential and the tough happens. I think I'm going to take 1 as a retaliate. If it ends up mattering, I hope it won't. But we'll just take 1 retaliate here. And I guess when any of these allies enter it, I'll ready Gambit. And I'll go ahead and swing for 2 onto Rhino. I'll take a retaliate here, bringing me down to 7, and bringing Rhino down to 14. And I think that'll be my turn. We'll send it back to Rhino and see if we can find some damage here to actually take this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thieves Guild. Molecular Acceleration. I mean, Beast. I mean, we're going to have a lot of allied damage if all things go correctly here. So he's going to go ahead and attack us with a base of 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to block with the Rogue. That's a boost of 3. And that's all right. It's going to flip the next stone, which is heal 3 damage. Give him a boost card. And 1 encounter card. Hydra Mercenary with Guard. Okay. And that's going to break Rogue stuff. It's back to us. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Beak go ahead and swing for 1 onto the Hydra Mercenary. It's going to go ahead and knock him out. We're going to have Pixie go ahead and swing for 2 on the Hydra Mercenaries. He's going to take 2 consequential, but because of the Uncanny X-Men, she is not defeated. Then what we're going to do is, this is an interesting turn. Also, I think this was supposed to go up by 1. What we want to do here now is, I think we just want to play all the allies we can. Sorry, she took 2 damage. So I think Colossus gets knocked out. He takes 2 consequential plus 1. So we can do 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can almost get the kill here. I'm not sure if we can exactly get it, but we're going to go for it. So we have Colossus swing onto Rhino here, dealing 3 damage, bringing him to 11. He's going to take 2 consequential, plus he is also going to take a retaliate. But he still has, oh no, he is knocked out. Okay, he's knocked out because he gets 1 extra from the Uncanny X-Men, but he only has the base of 3. But that's all right, I think. Then what we're going to do is, I think we'll put the Honorary X-Men onto a Gambit here. Actually, we'll wait to do that. I'm not sure if we'll need it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a counter to Gambit. We're going to go ahead and swing for 2 onto Rhino, bringing us down to 9. We're going to take a retaliate. Then what we're going to do is molecular acceleration here for 2. And then we need 1 more. So we'll do this one. Sorry, we'll do, need 1 more, what's it called, the resource here. That's tough. I guess the Thieves Guild we'll get rid of. We'll go ahead and play Beast. We're gonna use his ability, search my deck and discard pile for a resource card and add it to your hand. Do I have any resources left in the deck? How many power in all of us do we have? I don't think I have any. Molecular acceleration 1, 2. Does he have 3 double resources? Oh wait. 1. Does he have another one in the deck? I don't actually know. Let's see. He does not. Okay. Oh, there's only 2 cards up, so I guess I gotta shuffle this up. I guess we'll just add the one that we just played. That's gonna put us up a counter. I'm not sure if I actually added 1, but we're gonna say we did. We're gonna spend, then we're gonna use the effect of the Utopia to go ahead and ready, I think we'll ready Pixie here. We'll have Pixie go ahead and swing for 2 onto Rhino. That's gonna bring him from 9 down to 7. Then we're going to go ahead and do 2 to Rhino with Beast here. He's going to take a consequential. Yeah, he's going to take a consequential and retaliate from bringing him 7 down to 5. And then we're going to go ahead and spend this double here. We're going to get another counter. Get Angel. Angel's going to come in. I'm not sure if I should be using these guys' HP stats to help live, but I guess maybe we'll home rule it. We'll go from 5. We'll swing at him 5 down to 3. He's going to take 2. And then we'll just attach this to Gambit. It'll give us an extra hit point to 7. And I don't think we have the ability to flip down here. So we're just going to draw up. We're going to get face down and counter card. And then we have these 2, and then we're going to have to shuffle up. For our hand size of 5. Okay. If we get a natural agility here, it might just be a cinch, but who knows? 3. 1, 2, 3. No natural agility. Okay. All right, so the Soulstone is going to be kind of scary here, but we might be able to get it. So it's going to go by 2. He's going to attack us for a base of 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to have, oh, all these guys ready up. We have Rogue block this. She has 4 health, 5, 6. Base of 9, 4, 5 bleeds over into us. We have 2 health. Okay. 2 encounter cards. Oh, he's also going to heal 3. He's going to go up. Man, we had to get pretty lucky here, but let's see it. It is the end of the game. He gets a face down boost card too, I think, when he resolves this. Give it a face down boost card. Okay. Hydra Bomber. Place 1 threat on the main or take 2. I'll place 1 threat. Rhino heals 4. If no damage was healed this way, it surges. Oh my goodness, we're alive. We are alive, but he is back up to 10 health, which is pretty scary. But we are alive here. Okay, what can we do? Do we have the kill here? I have 2, 4, 6, and yeah, we definitely, we more than have the kill here. We're gonna go ahead and we know that Colossus only costs 2 because of Uncanny X-Men and whatnot. We're gonna have Gambit go ahead and swing 2. We're gonna take a Retaliate. It's gonna bring him down to 8 health. We're gonna use our ability to put a counter on us. Yeah, we more than have this. We're gonna spend these 2 resources. Wait, actually, we'll go ahead and play Make the Call to play Rogue from our discard pile. She costs nothing because we have 6 charge counters on us. She comes in with Tough. Just let the Lovebird duo finish this one out. We're gonna have Rogue go ahead and swing for 2 onto Rhino. She's gonna take a consequential damage and she's gonna get a Retaliate. So she's gonna have 1 damage on her. And now Rhino's at 6 health. We're just gonna go ahead and here and spend 2 resources to play our charged card. We're gonna deal 4 damage to an enemy. And if we remove at least these many counters, we get these effects: range, piercing, overkill. So we'll go ahead and knock out the bomb. Oh wait, no, we can't knock out the bomber. So he doesn't have guard or anything. It's not like it matters. So we'll just do it straight to Rhino. So we're just gonna do 3 counters. It gains range, piercing, overkill. So we don't even take the Retaliate. That'll bring Rhino down from 6 to 0. And you know what? Took 3 attempts, but this is how the deck was supposed to work. It's a ton of fun. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. And then we'll check out the deck list after this. Okay, so here we are back at the table. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this deck list isn't going to be the craziest thing of all time. There wasn't really a lot of room for sauce in this list because, I don't know, the challenge this week was actually, like, pretty hard in my opinion. Not as hard as, you know, having to beat Groot with, beat Ronan with Groot or anything like that, especially on Expert, but this one definitely was challenging. It was Gambit's debut on the channel, like we said. I think it's a really cool character. You know, the namesake of the channel. Unintentionally, I meant it sort of like as a card game thing, but there is an X-Men named him. So we'll just go over the general idea. It is an X-Men leadership deck, which is probably one of, if not the strongest archetype in the game. Maybe the strongest when you're playing Cyclops, because he gets access to every ally, but I digress. The general idea with this was that Gambit, my general idea behind it was that Gambit has that 0 cost defense event that sort of treats it like a backflip. So Rhino is really nasty with all the extra attack. I mean, he has like a base of 6 and like a base of 7 that he swings for, but the natural agility says when you defend against an attack, you can place a charge counter on Gambit, and for each charge counter he gets +1 defense for that attack. So we can basically have turns where all it takes is an exhaust and he takes no damage. It can combo pretty well with his guild armor, which if he defends against an attack and takes no damage, he can ready himself. I guess that could also work where if you get one of the Infinity Stones that puts a minion on the board, you can kind of defend and not take any damage. But to be fair, the real way that we're not taking any damage is abusing basically Make the Call, which is pay the printed cost of an ally's in any player's discard pile, put that ally into play under their control. Make the Call with both Rogue and Colossus. I mean, that's basically the idea behind these guys, where they're just able to be played out. You're able to get the tough statuses And they're kind of just proxies basically in a way for Suit Up. Suit Up is definitely better because Gambit loves going alter ego. He can take advantage of his ability, his Creole Charmer. But again, no Age of Apocalypse, so we make do with what we have. Make the Call was the one that worked best for me. You know, nothing crazy. It's just these allies, they're cheap. I mean, especially with the Uncanny X-Men on the board, this only costs 2 for Tough, which can basically stop a whole activation, and Rogue is basically 0 at all times because of the charge counter mechanic. We'll just look at our resource lineup. We're on, 3 normal doubles and then 2 of the gray doubles. Gambit also has a couple of doubles in his actual hero kit. Look at some of the upgrades and supports we've got. We're on Avengers Mansion, X-Jet, Helicarrier. Mario McTaggart was like one of the only sauce I threw in here. I knew I was going to be constantly flipping every turn. If the advance came up, it came up, but luckily on that last game it didn't. But when a mutant goes alter ego and changes to hero form, you can draw a card. It's kind of like a mini Avengers Mansion, not as expensive. And Utopia is always just the craziest card of all time. You're just able to ready either your identity or another ally on the board. It's just so flexible. Honorary X-Men gives us that room to keep Uncanny X-Men online when we flip down. Rapid response, we can take, get some powerful when revealed or, put into play effects over and over again. Then the rest of our ally lineup, we got the Colossus. Pixie gets us a card back in our hand that we can play. Beast gets us a resource, which works really well with Gambit because it can add his double resource that gives him a charge counter. Beak for thwarting. Angel just costs 1 with Uncanny. Professor X just has very versatile. He can ready, he can confuse, and the confuse came in clutch. And Forge goes and searches us those X-Men supports. And then we were on 2 player side schemes, even though I don't think we were able to play or solve either of them in the the game that we actually won. But build support, we're able to put in the Helicarrier, X-Jet, etc. Utopia, and Call for Backup just gets us an ally into play. That's essentially the deck list. It was a ton of fun. Obviously, you saw it took 3 tries. The second one was basically a non-game because I was trying to high roll the Avengers Mansion, and we got punished by the advanced. But it was a ton of fun. This one was definitely difficult. I like the flexibility that you could pick any character to go against it. Let us do Gambit's debut on the channel. It was just a ton of fun. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new here. Let me know which hero you use to take on this challenge, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.